Say good morning. Say good morning. Hey, mama dog. Say good morning. Did you sleep good? Good morning. So the two boy dogs are outside on their lead lines. We'll take Duchess for a little walk later. She doesn't do well on her lead line. She doesn't like it. And even though she'll stay in our yard, if I let her out front, she'll just run around our front and backyard. Thanks, sir. She'll listen really good to me and to the boys, but she does a lot better with my husband. So I really only let her off when he's home and he's at work. So we'll take her for a walk later, but because I'm going to take the boys for a walk later. Jarvis just got up. So it's just me, Jarvis, and Sebastian right now that are awake. Everybody else is still asleep. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I need to get me a cup of coffee. That's what I need. They're all awake. He's already started making a mess. She's monitoring because that's what mama dogs do. He, I guess, went back to sleep on the couch and they're just playing together. Are you a good mama dog?
Yeah.
Are you a good mama dog?
Yes.
Are you a good mama dog? Yeah, you're a good mama dog. Good mama dog. Nah. See, such a good girl. Such a good girl, huh, Duchess? You're a good mama dog. Yeah. Look at his strong little legs. Him so cute. Hi. Hi. That serious face you got going. So, my dishwasher's messed up. My husband needs to look at it. But that's okay because the dishes in it are clean. It just is doing this weird running but not having water. It won't let me shut it off or restart it or anything. So I'm going to take the dishes out and I'm going to leave it be. And I'll hand wash what we have that need to be washed. There's a few things soaking. Right now I am making some pasta sauce to can up to put in my canning cupboard. I have 2 big cans of crushed tomatoes, 2 big cans of tomato puree, 3 cans of diced tomatoes, some red wine, and a bunch of seasonings. Now, I'm pretty sure this would be considered a Rebel canning recipe because I did not pull this from the ball book. I just took how we like our sauce. And I do not do as I do. You should follow the rules. I have been reading up on a bunch of tomato sauces. I've read other people's recipes, not from the Ball Blue Book, and other people who call themselves Rebel canners have done their own recipes and say it works out fine. I am not doing a huge batch as I normally would when I freeze it. I am just doing a small batch to just fill a couple jars. And if they don't seal, then guess what? They'll go right into the freezer and it'll be just fine. But if they seal, I will put them in my cabinet, and next week we will try one so that way I give it time in my cabinet, So right now I'm just heating up, cooking the sauce down. I probably don't need to. I probably could have done it all cold, but for me, I'm going to cook the sauce down, mix it all up, let the flavors kind of go blend together and be delicious. I'm going to get it into my canning jars, and I might do one small jar. Again, so as I told you guys the other day, I have a small can of raspberry jam, a small can of strawberry jam. I meant to say jam. I guess my brain was trying to say jelly. And a small jar of, I keep saying can, I mean jar, and a small jar of dandelion jelly. I'm going to do hold on. Okay, like a jar this big for my father-in-law for the sauce because they're a 3-person household. I'm a 6-person, 8-person if you count my sister and my niece, which I do because they live here. So I'm an 8-person household, so I do big jars and I usually add to them. So if I do that sauce, I would put a pound of ground beef with it. I'm sorry, I'd put a pound of ground beef with it and cook it and, you know, stretch my sauce further. So I'm going to send him a jar of red sauce along with the jellies as like just a gift from me. Like my husband's already got a gift for him planned out, but this is just like a little something special from me. Like I said, my father-in-law is an amazing man. He, raised my amazing husband. My mother-in-law is amazing too, but it is not her birthday. But my father-in-law is awesome. He also takes care of my ducks and my chicken. And, you know, that allows me to have eggs, which when I was told I couldn't have them here at my house, I was very devastated. They allowed me to nothing. They just said, yeah, you can have them here. They didn't say, oh, too bad, so sad. You know, he's a very gracious and loving man. And, you know, my father's passed. So when I look at him and all the love that he has for his family, it warms my heart. So I like to do little things. And since I started canning, this to me is a way to say, I love you. You're amazing. You're awesome. So yeah. So once I get everything canned up, I will show you and then I'll get it into my canner and we'll go. This is my sauce. And I did put diced tomatoes. I wanted a decent amount because if I did just use this as a sauce and I didn't put ground beef with it, I wanted there to still be, I guess, texture, you could call it. But yeah, I also like diced tomatoes in my sauce. So here's my sauce. And it smells amazing. So I got everything in my canner, my beautiful, beautiful canner. The recipe I was loosely following, she did hers in the pressure canner because I am not adding any citric acid or lemon juice or anything to my sauce. So she said, if you don't do that, do it in the pressure canner. If you do add it, put it in the water bath canner. I did not. So mine went into my pressure canner. She said, if you're using a gauge one, like with the little weight and the dial gauge, like I have, come up to 10 pounds of pressure for 25 minutes, which is awesome because usually I'm sitting here waiting like 90 minutes for meat and stuff. But 25 minutes, once it comes to pressure. Right now I'm waiting for the steam to build. I do 10 minutes uninterrupted on the steam, put the weight on, come up to 10, then restart my timer for 25 minutes. These kids are arguing over whiteboards and whiteboard pens. I'm sorry if you hear them yelling in the back. And then I let it release, you know, let it come down from pressure. Then I'll open it and take them out and set them all on a towel and let them sit. So I did end up doing a few jars, big jars, and then I did 2 small jars for me, 1 for my father. I figured the small jars would be good for lunches for us. So instead of opening a big jar and having a bunch of leftover sauce that I now, you know, can't quite use for a full dinner. So, you know, I was like, oh, I can use some lunch-sized jars. That's perfect for the kids who eat pasta sauce. And then that's lunch for 2 days. And then the big jars are good for dinner. And making lunches for me and my husband for the next day. So I've done, I think, 5 big jars and 3 little jars, and one of the little jars is going with the other stuff I canned up to my father-in-law. I also now have some carrots ready to go after the pasta sauce. Okay, so a couple of my sauces, 2 to be exact, did not seal, a big one and a little one. I'm gonna dump them in my pot with one of these canned ground beefs, Italian ground beef that I made, that I canned. I'm going to put them in here, and then I will reheat the spaghetti from last night because we still have a crap ton of noodles left. I'm going to reheat that, and we're just going to have spaghetti and meat sauce for dinner. There's the meat and the big jar and the little jar of sauce. And I'm just heating it up now, and then I will get the noodles out and heat them up, and this will be dinner. Morning. I got a lot of cleaning to do. Well, not a lot. I always say a lot, because every time I start cleaning, the baby follows me and rips apart everything I do, but that's what babies do. So I got some cleaning to do today because this weekend we are going to my in-laws' house to celebrate my father-in-law's birthday and my husband's cousin's birthday, because they're both May birthdays. So that's exciting. I am making coffee because I need coffee. Yeah, and then I just gotta pack up for us to go down there tomorrow. I gotta get these dogs outside and fold a lot of laundry. There's still laundry to fold. There's always laundry to fold. So I'm doing sheet pan sourdough pancakes with my discard. I know it seems like a lot, but to be honest, the big chocolate chips and the what are those? butterscotch chips were not enough to do in any recipe that I have. So I literally just kind of covered it with mini chocolate chips, disco chips, and butterscotch chips. And this is gonna be breakfast. And it might seem like a lot to y'all, and in your house you don't have to put this much, but I did. And I can't wait to eat it. So this guy, this cuteness, well, can't have that. He's mad because I had to tell y'all, he's watching cow videos. We're going back to the cow videos. Look how cute this oven mitt is. Oh my gosh, right? Okay, TJ Maxx. Second, I cut this as soon as I pulled it out of the oven. Should have probably waited a couple minutes. But anyways, oh my gosh, it looks delicious. Is my favorite way now to do, and I suck at cutting. I know, you don't gotta tell me. It's my favorite way to do pancakes on a sheet pan. The best. Oh, did these kids wake you up, Bubby? Mommy pick you up and rock you. Hi, Duchess. So I am making my father-in-law's birthday cake. I have one super moist yellow cake for the cake. And then for the icing, it is one big tub of whipped topping, 16 ounces of sour cream, 2 cups of sugar, and a 6-ounce bag of frozen fresh coconut. I've already made it. Let me put it together and get it into a container for 24 hours, which is exactly what I'm doing. I've mixed it up, and it's now going into the freezer. And this is supposed to be my father-in-law's favorite cake, so I am making my husband's aunt's recipe for it. Here are my 2 cakes, and I'm letting them cool now. Tomorrow, before we head to my in-laws, I will cut my cakes and ice them and get them on my cake carrier. But I have to show you what I bought at the store. I'm so excited. But also, why are you even playing in the water if you're not getting wet? See?
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Hey, Maverick, what's happening?
Jay is copying me.
Is that what happens?
Yes. Jay.
Aren't you copying him?
No.
Who's copying who?
He copied me.
No, I'm not. Jay, stop copying me.
You stop copying me.
I'm not copying you.
You are copying me.
With the 2 hands, though. Oh, we've got a piper
Jay,
down.
stop copying me, please. I feel like I'm going to drop my head on. Jay, throw me on the couch.
I won't handle it.
Oh, are you done with their nonsense? Are you done with your nonsense?
Papa threw me on the bed.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, that's what Papa did.
Is that what Papa did? And you stay with Nana and Papa? Oh, babe, he's coming for you. You do.
I'm trying. Wait, what are you trying to do?
What are you trying to do?
Pick up your feet? Oh.
I tell you, don't do that. I tell you, we're flip. Jump out.
Oh, Maverick's like flying. Yeah.
I'm sitting where you are.
Did you? Are you? Did you guys have fun?
Yes, but I don't like it now.
Hear that thunder? Oop, no, back out of the ring. Did you have fun today, Tucker? Yeah. Definitely worth coming back, I think.
Definitely I want to stay. Yeah, I'm definitely not doing that trampoline thing.
Yeah. Walking through my in-laws' property and where they live right now. First of all, hold on. Them cows. Look at that cow. So I'm going to, it is raining on me. I'm going to check my chicken. I think something got her eggs, but I'm going to check again. I don't think anything got the duck eggs, but I'm not going in the duck pond, going in the duck area because I don't feel like squashing through mud. So let's check on the chicken. I don't think she's in there, but check anyways. Oh, definitely looked like something got a hold of some eggs. Oh yeah, those are all. I'm gonna check the other side and check those eggs. Looks like there's nothing left in here. You big mad about that cow? I just want to pet you a little bit. No, I just want to pet you a little bit. And this is how they get into my mother-in-law's yard. I just want to pet you a little bit. So close. Oh, that one's my favorite right there. That spotted one. Right there. Number 78, you're beautiful. I see you. You brown cow. Little brown cow. Oh, now you'll come up to me, but you wouldn't let me pet you out here? You a chicken?
You're a chicken, Daddy.
Is that baby coming for you? So rude of him.
Yikes! Look, the graham crackers in the ice fortress! This is unacceptable.